Welcome back everyone to another video. Today we have the Ikko Audio, which is a case with earbuds, but it's also a phone. And we're going to talk about a little bit about this little device because it's quite different. It's something that I have never seen here in the United States. I got it from their company. And one really nice thing that they included is this case. This case is included with the price and it's quite nice. So personally, I was like, wow, that's a really nice case for this device. A little bit bigger than I expected it to be, but hey, you get a nice case to carry it around if you purchase the device. So let's go over the frequently asked questions right here for all of you that have questions. This is not a phone. Let me say that from the get-go. This is not a phone. It just has phone capabilities. So think about that when you're trying to determine whether you're going to buy this device. So let's go over the menu system. So you just swipe back and forth between the menu system. The hardware of the device has a button here on the side, has a USB-C charger, and it does have a SIM card. So you can insert your SIM card from T-Mobile here in the United States. And outside of the United States, I think it was going to have even better compatibility. So I wish I had somebody outside of the United States that could test it. But for now, maybe ask some creators. There are other people, I don't know where they're located, but there are other people that have reviewed this as a music device. I'm going to be reviewing it as a music device and as a phone. So think about that. There's also a capacitive area here, which allows you to swipe and kind of like get to the different things, different menus right there. So why is this device different? Well, number one, as you saw, it slides up and it reveals the earbuds. The earbuds are not amazing quality. They are coming with a new version, a 2024 revision, so probably they're going to upgrade the earphones. These earbuds are probably, 6 out of 10. They're decent, they do the job, but they're not going to be mind-blowing in their features and things like that. But again, I'm reviewing it as a music device and as a phone device. So for phone calls, it's great. And for music, it passes the test, right? Like it's decent enough. You're going to get some noise canceling, things of that nature for audio files, but it's not going to be the most high fidelity experience. So don't expect it in that sense. Now, the device does have a store, and in the store, you can find different apps like Audible and Spotify and Apple Music. So, and there's a GPS app, which I will showcase to you in just a second. It works best on Wi-Fi, and right now I cannot showcase you the best Wi-Fi that I have around, but it is quite far from my location. So I'm going to just showcase you what I can showcase to you. But I did a live stream the other day and I showcased more of the things because my Wi-Fi was more reliable. This room, I have conditioned it to not get very good Wi-Fi. So it's kind of hard for a lot of devices to connect. But it does have that capability and it runs the full app. So it runs full Spotify. You have the ability to put in your account, download your playlists, everything that you have to do in order to do that. And it's going to have kind of like a very, very tiny keyboard for you to enter these things. I highly recommend you connect a Bluetooth keyboard if you're going to sign in into these applications. But again, very decent device and is small, compact. The battery life is not too terrible. It's about a day and a half with low use. But if you use it a lot, it's definitely going to only be a day. But it charges quite quickly with the USB-C, so that is nice. It does include a couple of extra other features that are, half and half. So, right there, I got a message. Perfect. I've been actually waiting for that message. I can show you this functionality right now. So this is one of my tester numbers. I sent a message a few minutes ago, and this is perfect to illustrate. It does get the messaging functionality. It does have the ability to send messages and receive messages, but you can only do so when you receive a message. So it does have another screen that showcases your messages, but that screen doesn't allow you to compose messages. And maybe this is something that they're going to update in the future, but with this little keyboard, it's not the best. But you can send messages and you can receive them. And hopefully, if I right there, perfect. Yes, I got my message from the Ikko Audio. So right there on my tester numbers, I have my Ikko Audio right there message. So it does send text messages, no issues with group text messages either. So it does receive group text messages as well. But again, it's going to be a reliability thing. I would say about 60% of the time, 50 to 60% of the time, you're going to get them right away. Other times it's just going to be delayed. Similar with the phone, it does have a phone application and you can make phone calls. However, and receive them. Actually, you can receive them as well. And you can use the earbuds in order to listen to people, right? So that's the perfect thing. But when you call, you kind of have the ability to, it probably will do it. But again, it's most likely going to be 60% of the time reliability. It's going to send the call or it's not going to send the call. So it's kind of up to you whether that is a passable number for you to use this. And here in the United States, again, it's only with T-Mobile. I expect and I suspect that this is better suited for international use. It does have a calculator, which, is kind of super basic, but if you need to do some computation on the go, it does have that feature. Again, it has Audible and Apple Music, so if you want to download those. And then it has this Chat Pal application, which you can talk to it and kind of have like, like I did a demo on my live stream that actually was using the Wi-Fi. So, let me see. Yeah, there it is. It's asking me like, okay, it's unauthorized because probably I don't have data. So essentially, you can ask simple questions on the Chat GPT engine, and this Chat GPT is using, English. There you go. So we can set it up. You can set up the language. You can set up the AI voice. And essentially what you want it to be. And you can ask, again, very simple questions and nothing major, nothing amazing. And it does require data, though, in order to do so per my testing. I did a demo on my live stream, so if you want to go see that, it's going to be more robust. Then you have the Ikko Music, which allows you to get the offline music if you want to load some offline music in it and use the case for that. And again, it's nice. It's very doable. But again, I wouldn't buy this if it was going to be your only phone. I think maybe their revision now in 2024 is going to be better. It does have a Maps app, which per my testing, it was pretty good and pretty reliable. It actually downloads the maps offline via OpenStreetMaps, and then you're able to search whatever you need to search. As long as you know the city and the place that you're looking for, it probably will have it. I searched, kind of like main locations, mainly, kind of like big businesses, but it also found some other little businesses here and there. And then you have the Speak Easy option. The Speak Easy option is essentially kind of like a translator, and you have different modes and different languages to use. I put German right there, and let's see if it does it. Again, with no data, it probably will not, but let's see. I decided to record a clip so that you guys can actually see it in motion, and then we'll go back to the other part of the video where I talk about the reliability. So here's that clip for the translation.
Hallo, mein Name ist José und Brot ist meine Lieblingsessen.
Hello, my name is Jose and bread is my favorite food.
Assume outside of the United States is going to work better. And hopefully with the revision that they're going to make, it's going to work even better than that. Now, again, it does the translation pretty well. It does, I was pretty impressed with the functionality. And when I've been able to use it on Wi-Fi, it does wonders. So if you're maybe at a hotel or something like that in a different country and you want to speak, and you want to kind of like go between back and forth with the people, then you have that ability. You can also open up in the dual mode and give each person an earbud, and that earbud will essentially act as a translator. So, different environments, different use cases, and, things of that nature that may be able to help you decide whether this is for you or not. Okay, so those are the features. It doesn't have ADB. You cannot install any other applications per my testing so far, but I'm going to try to see if there's any other exploits that I haven't done in order to try to get to developer options and see if I can do it. And if not, then I'll keep you guys updated on that. But the device is quite nice, quite nifty. But my recommendation is wait for the new version, because spending $300 on this right now, when it doesn't have all of the capabilities sorted out at 100% reliability, is just something that I cannot recommend for most of you. If you have the money to test it, maybe in a different country, or if you want to test it here in the United States, if you want to just see like, okay, maybe I can make this my daily driver or my emergency driver, then sure, go ahead, buy it. But I cannot wholeheartedly recommend this device in its current format, just because it's mediocre at best when it comes to the phone functionality. When it comes to the music functionality, if you load Spotify or Apple Music and you download all your songs and that's your use case, it's good, but I wouldn't get it because there are better alternatives out there, like the Sony AW105 or any other, kind of like FIO devices. There's other audiophile, channels that cover those even in more detail. So I personally wouldn't get this if it was just like a music listening device. But if it's kind of like a combo and you want to test it out, you want to test their return policy maybe, give it a go. But that's been it for this device. If you have any questions about the device or any of the other devices that I have reviewed, make sure to put them in the comments and I'll be interacting with you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.